And looks like YouTube is connected. Fantastic. Alright. So let me just pop the windows, the chat windows where they're supposed to go. And we'll be good. And we'll be good. Alright, let's see. Cha 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 cha. And boom. Okay, great. Let's go. What's the closest thing? Ugh. I don't know why it does that. Alright, anyway. This is the closest thing. Alright, we just gotta clear this area here. Dogs? Okay. Grab that. Ah. There should be a leader around somewhere. Nope, that's not it. So he must be over there somewhere. Ah, there he is. Alright, let's see. That's one way in. Okay. Because when we kill him, I think I have the confused charm. Yep, I do. Okay. It's a long way down. Okay. Okay, well, he's just gonna sit there, I guess. Which is fine. Alright. Oh, he's a bounty target. I don't think it counts. Come on. Ah, it's too slow. Are they terrified? They should be. Alright, good. Well, that was wasted then. Oh no, I guess it wasn't. Where are they? Huh? Where they all go? Oh, there they go. Anybody else? Okay. Nobody else? There we go. Hi! Hmm. Can't skip.
百姓
野菜を渡さなかった野郎だ。
何のことかわからねえがいい男だ
Alright. I think it may even auto give me the
遅くなってすまない
thing.
でこいつがすきっ腹の猪吉思ってたより超えてるなほら賞金猪吉悪いけど夕飯はお預けだよ
ほざいてろ。蝦夷地はじきに斎藤様が治める。
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it automatically gives me the leveling up thing, the shrine. Not 100% sure, but I think so. Let's even move the chair closer. Hmm? Yep, it does. Okay, ooh, 4 flowers that time. That's more than usual, I think. I think it's usually like 3. Not complaining. Alright, well, we did that. So, now on to our next adventure. Here. Wait, why is it 2? Oh, I can upgrade the armor. Oh, I have 95 flowers. Oh, we're already done then. Alright. I think we can unlock all the weapon skins. Weapon kits. Grab. 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 Haha, I was correct. It was exactly 90. And now I have everything. So now if I go into... Now it's not even an option anymore. Ta-da! Alright. Oh, if I got one more, I can get both the shamisen. I am almost done. Really what I need is the... Oh, armor die. Oh, okay. The sake. And the armor. Alright, so we're almost done with him. We got the bulk of it. Alright, let's see if there's any ones I wanted to switch out. I kind of like the brutality of the spiked ones. I kind of like the way they all look. I kind of wish I could have more loadouts. Alas. Alright, let's get... We can knock out 2 in one go here. Alright. So... Oh wait, it's the wolf's thing.
Shibaki!
And there should be a bounty around here somewhere. Is leading me exactly here. This one looks like it has a special condition. Bathe in starlight. The splendor of night can restore the body anew. Is this nighttime or is this morning time? I'm not sure. Alright, let's do this. Horse, come here. Alright, we are going to... Oh, somebody's coming.
何か買っていくかい？いい品が揃ってるよ。まあ待て。
He doesn't have anything to offer me.
どれを選んでも後悔はさせないよ。
Everything's up. Yeah. I might as well cook.
これ食うか？
And then just
いいのか？
do this.
漁ってるやつと一緒に食う
Just
な。
sit it in the fire.
手は洗ってあるな。当たり前さ。なら
There's no advantage or disadvantage to taking your time.
敵を狙ってる？腹が減ってるわらべを放っちゃおけね。
So just shove it right in there. Save yourself some time. Okay, sleep.
よ、おわつさん。死んじゃった。
Okay.
持ち物全部売っちゃうから。
I think it's morning.
てめえならやりかねねえ。
Okay, so now it's nighttime. Nightmares. Can I skip this? I can.
お詫びを申すぞ狼の姫無念で見せしめがいるだろう
Alright, now it's very clearly night, so now it's a perfect time to go into here. Probably gonna be like a shooting star or something. We'll see what happens. Probably, or maybe it's fireflies. We'll see. It's the fireflies, okay.
行き着く先も知らぬまま
So we get a bunch of fireflies because we're here at night.
大阪の町に着けば殴られ蹴られ泥水を飲んだやがて抗う術を学び
Can't skip that, I don't think so.
ここまで来た
Alright. Yoki dokes. Okay, now where's horse? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's sleeping. Okay, well, if he's sleeping, we're gonna let him sleep. So I'll just run there. Oh, he's waking up. Oh, okay, well, if you're up, let's go, buddy.
そのムクロてめえの仲間か
松前の侍だ。斎藤の手下どもに襲われたんだな。俺はただありものを漁っているだけ。
Mm-hmm.
それを何とも思ってないようだが
こいつらは戦で勝った。だが負けた俺たちは今や浪人だ。食うに困れば人情だって消え失せる。まさか横取りする気じゃないだろうな。
手を出す気はない話を聞きたいだけだ妖帝六人衆のこと
Mm-hmm.
何が知りたい？時ならば腐るほどあるでな。
鬼は石狩ヶ原にいるらしいな
Oni.
どうすりゃいける
まず妖帝平の小金谷に向かいな。松前の関所を抜けた先が石狩ヶ原だ。
I will help myself to some of the spoils. Alright. Now, he should be... Oh, wait. Is this a path sign, or is this like one of those bowing signs? What is this? This is just a... Oh, I guess it's like a... bounty posting thing. Alright. Oh, fish. More fish. More flowers that I don't need. Oh, those aren't flowers. Okay, well then it's good to have them. Where is he? What's up? Why not?
何か用かな
I've already unlocked all the weapons.
拙者は吉田と申すあいにくだが弟子入り志願なら諦めてくれ
I think we'll be fine on flowers. I was a little bit worried because I think if I remember correctly, Ghost of
どうやら
Tsushima,
するところがあるようだそなた
I was a bit short
本領だろ
on the ghost flowers and had to like do a new game plus plus to get some extra ones. But this one, they seem to be in abundance, and then also you get a charm that allows you to get flowers off of kill, or get the chance for kills to drop flowers. So
だが人ほどの体験ならどう
in theory, you can get unlimited in one run.
気も
So
切れ味も
それ
I think we're gonna be
は
fine.
悪いさあ拾い上げてみる
okay, Odachi.
どうだ
これは大物だ
ついてこいけ
The new skin? No, that's the original skin, I think. I should switch to that one for the what's it called?
こう重ねれば大柄な相手をも切り伏せることができよう
Walk slowly.
あの女の体よりも重いはずだ。一日も持つまい。
Alright. Okay, here we are.
本領にも名はあるだろう
圧だ
大立ちを構えろ圧まずは守りから始める大立ちで受け続けていればその重みにもな
Okay,
る
so I just block. That's super easy. That's just regular. Come on, just hit me. There we go.
重みに振り回されるな
Same as any other sword.
守りは大立ちの扱いが要だが攻めるときはその重みに身を委ねろ振ってみろ手早く軽やかに筋が慣れてきたなお見事よし次は力を込めて守りを崩せ
Alright.
力だ
That was easy enough.
やるな立っていられるとは
てめえもな俺に挑む男は大抵地面に突っ伏す
まだ負けんささて次は趣向を変えるか
The real fun begins.
侍ども新入りを侮ったないずれかこやつに挑んでみようそれともお主ら口先だけか拙者がやりましょ
Alright, I also have that blocking. They don't even let me challenge the guy. Come on. Should have made me prove myself there.
参った降参だ
次は
そなたは覚えが早いな振るほどに迷いが消えているぞ他の弟子とは大違いだなあやつらは拙者のおばばのようだ師匠石膏が戻ってきた
Actually, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna switch this. We're gonna keep the Kanuki tail. Is there one that looks better for this? Ooh, fierce. No, this one. No, I should go back to the original one. As much as I do enjoy that. Alright. Now that I have some new skins, I'm seeing if there's like a better one for... I guess not. Okay. Alright, we're good. Wait. Yes. Is this one in? Yeah, that one's great. Okay, now we gotta fight people, right?
吉田師匠竜と雲の手下
Oh, right. I wanted to check the... Is there a better one for this one? Nah, we'll keep it.
山で野営しています。
近いな。のんびりする気はなさそうだ。
今まさに向かっています。
来ればいい。ここが戦場だ。弟子ども、よーく聞け。敵襲に備えろ。
Alright, now we should switch to this one. Oh, hang on. Be right back, guys. Don't start the war without me. Alright, we're ready.
よいか。
斎藤の息子も来るのか。
来ないだろう。送ってくるのは手下ばかりだ。そなたは後
Alright.
ろに帰ろう。初陣にしては
You should wait.
逃げろ。
初陣だと関ヶ原でも戦ったが。
さようか。止めはせんが、一つ覚えておけ。大立ちは大柄な相手との相性。
I know.
だが相手が刀を持っていれば刀で戦え。刀が獲物の相手にはどの武器を使う？よし、相手の背丈が頭一つ大きかったら。
Oh.
そう、大立ちの力でねじ伏せられる。
Although I can just use the Odachi all the time. Wait, this one probably needs a different Odachi. Alright.
を晴らしたいなら本人が来
He's a
い。
big boy. Woo! I'm caught up on the land.
にとっての試練だ。
Take that. Cut off his arm. Woo! Ah! I don't think this is the right Odachi for this. Alright, looks good. No, why were you equipping that one? Hmm. Oh, okay, it is the red Odachi. Alright. Up. Where's the other big guy? He does the shine thing, but she's supposed to do like a walk or something.
生き延びるとは思わなかった。
そうやって俺を侮って死んだ男は大勢いる。
なかなかうぬぼれが強い。
てめえもな。
You can skip that. Skip this banter. Alright, what is going on with the melee? Odachi. Okay, I guess I have to block it first, because she just dropped it, and that was weird. Releasing triangle to reverse sandwich. Okay, I guess it has to block first. Okay. Increase stagger damage against all enemies and the. What does this one do? This is like a just like a spin? Yeah, it's just a spin.
拙者は斎藤の手下を片付ける。
Okay. Oh no, I can't skip this scene.
こちらはこの道場と大立ちの教えを守ってくれ。
お任せください、師匠。
やつこっちだ。
Alright, well hang on, let me just pick up this sword here.
さえ忘れそうだ。
時にそなたはどうして六人衆を一人で追っている？
どう
Revenge!
てめえはどうなんだ。
Oh well, I'm gonna have to drop the swords. Goodbye, sword.
拙者を置いて他に誰が教えを授けられる？
それだけではないだろう。
Alright.
そなたこそ遊びのつもりで六人衆を狙うのか？
旅が好きだからな。
拙者は指導が好きだ。
このまま嘘を重ねていくか。
それはそれで愉快な語らいだ。
Alright.
無駄口は叩きたくない。
では仕方がない。拙者が一人ごつとするか。松前藩の成り立ちを一から聞かせてやろうか。はたまた歌か。いや、和歌だ。師匠なるもの和歌くらい読めなくてはな。では、大立ちや。その刃
Good poet.
強く愛しき。
おい、やめてくれ。
Alright. Making it to that.
斎藤の手下だ。
種が島を持っている。遅れを取ってるぞ。だったら足を早めろ。
Hmm. Got it in the back of the head.
学びを生かす良い機会だ。
Now you have no men with muskets. Oh, nope, they got one. Ow. Try to remember Ohanako from Silent Hill. She had a Naginata, but we couldn't keep it with us in the we couldn't keep it with us in the real world, which was unfortunate. She does get us a katana though. Yeah. She does get a katana and a lightsaber. But no, she was no fighter, for sure. I keep thinking like, oh, these guys are dead, these guys are alive, they're gonna give me good stuff that I can pick up, but then I realize that I'm not in the outfit that grants me ghost flowers. Alright, come here. But yeah, she wasn't much of a fighter. But she had fox magic, so... Natsu doesn't have fox magic. Jerk. Oh, that didn't work. Stop using the gun. Oh, he's alive. He's dead. Oh, what is this one? Staggering enemy with Odachi grants a major attacks to knock down that enemy. Okay. Well, I am not even using that charm currently. Thankfully, most charms can be used without actually equipping the charm. There's a few that need to be equipped. But most do it.
道場での話だが、てめえあの兄弟を恥ずかしめたらしいな。
それで済ませてやったのだ。用心しろ。崖の上から音が聞こえる。待て、斎藤の手下どもが来る前に一つ教えを授ける。
I mean, if you play all 5 endings, it makes sense. I mean, she was not in her right mind. And it wasn't like a schizophrenia thing. It was a hallucination. She was basically on hallucinogenics. Made her lose her mind. Or she wasn't on hallucinogenics, but the drugs had the risk that she would lose herself, and she did. So, yeah, I know how to switch to an Odachi. Oh, now he's going to teach me the bulwark stance.
主に叱られるな。
Come on.
雲様お二人のために
Come on.
今だ押し返せ
I'm just holding it. This is so annoying.
あその息だ
There we go.
いいから手を貸してくれ
But yeah, I liked Silent. I mean, like after I played the first round of Silent Hill F, I was like, oh my god, that ending was just such a slog. Where it was just like a dungeon, it was just like a crawl, where it's just enemy after enemy after enemy, and then and I was like, I don't want to play this again. I just want to. So I was like, I was just gonna watch the endings. But I was like, I'll play it through it at least one more time. And get the because I wanted to unlock all the weapons even if I didn't see all the endings, and I did. And then by the time I got through the second time, I was like, okay, you can kind of get through this quickly. So I mean, I ended up getting through all 5 endings within 30 hours, so it wasn't that bad. Whoa! I lost my Odachi. There it is. Hang on, I gotta go get my weapon. Thank you. Oh no, oh, wait, what? Oh. Oh, it swapped me to the Kasurigama.
弾いてそして切る大まかだが無駄がない
弟子どもが実に大まかだからな教えも大まかだ肩を貸せ
これにも
But I mean, yeah, but I enjoyed all 5 endings. I thought it was really good.
次に上に行け熊にやられる
Yeah. Honestly, Silent Hill F,
竜の女を奪ったからだ
if
よほどの美女だった
if they had just the gameplay was kind of like grating, because it just was
そなたの姫事も
so tough, yeah.
長いこと背負い続けてる
It was written by a guy.
大立ちで軽くなるのか
まあな
この件が片付いたら話
Well, no, she doesn't. But I mean, that's if you go through, there's a letter, there's a part in I don't remember if it's mentioned in one of Shu's diaries or something like that, but in somebody's diary, it's mentioned that there's a that sandalwood can be used to make love potions, and she receives a letter from the boy who has the fox spirit in him, and it says in the note, smells like sandalwood. So I mean, she was under a spell. It wasn't like she was just a weak woman. It was literally, he cast a love spell on her and she was in the thralls of this spell, and that's why she was acting without her own will. And then in the original ending, when she does the drugging, that's because the drugs that Shu gave her force her to basically confront herself within her own mind, and if she is not able to overcome herself, she can lose herself, which is exactly what happens. So I mean, that is also a direct result of the drugs, which she was not aware of that side effect.
終わった
大立ち
I mean, that's
でも片付く
why she's like that.
度胸もだ
ワクワクしただろ
I think a woman would write that too.
それ
Because in the end, I mean, in the final ending,
な
like,
ったか
the true ending is she basically decides, I'm not going to be with either guy.
話ではないのだがそなたになら明かしてもいいだろう斎藤
Skip.
始末の贖いと
Skip. But yeah, I liked it. Because yeah, in the other endings, I mean, she still has to go through the whole Fox process thing, but you can see that she's kind of, with each successive ending, she has more agency in the end, not in the beginning, because she's still under the thralls of these drugs, but by the end of it. And she comes to grips with herself, and she finds to be... Oh, okay, that's what that is.
とも斎藤に痛手を負わせることはできよう
I thought it was good.
十勝ヶ峰でのあやつの企みを阻止する狙うべき場所の目録をやろう
師匠は来ないのか
暴飛屋の中を突き込むのは実に楽しかったがここを守らねばならん
I mean, because like look at like say like something like Twilight, you know, where they have destiny and they're just drawn to each other, you know, and that's written by a woman. So I mean, I don't think that particular plot line is coded as written by one or the other.
斎藤家の度重なる
Can't skip this because this isn't another plot line. If it cuts, there we go. Now we can skip it. This is a weird thing in this game where if you get into one of these skippable scenes, you can't skip until the camera cut. Once the camera cuts to a different angle, then you can skip it. It's weird.
十勝ヶ峰は未だ斎藤の支配下
Yeah, I know about this
すべ
guy.
てを終えたらここへ戻ってこいさらなる教えを授けようアツ十勝ヶ峰は未だ斎藤の支配下にあるすべてを終えたらここへ戻ってこいさらなる教えを授けよう
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I mean, there's lots of legends of fox spirits charming guys left and right.
すべてを終えたらここへ戻ってこいさらなる教えを授けよう
He says once I learn all the techniques, which I have already learned, but yeah. I miss my old creative writing classes. Those were always fun. I do that with my students sometimes, but what we do is we'll do it where you have a person draw a picture and then the next person has to write a story based on the picture and then the next person has to draw the next part of the story. So those are always fun exercises. This is where we already were, right? Yeah, we've already been here. Okay, I want to go this way. Oh, that way. Oh. Because, yeah, the guy who wrote it also wrote, oh, what's the other game? I don't remember the name of the other game. But that one has the whole, like, looping, time shifting thing as well. But I don't think there's any romance plots in that one.
何が目当てだ
てめえは
神隠しの順平手下と共にこの向こうに潜んでるらしい
同じ首を探してるようだどんな野郎なんだ
侍を捕らえては銭を求めるクズだお前どこかで会ったことがあるか
いや
Because also the thing with Hanako,
よしここは手を
can I skip this? Is that she's kind of split into two. That's why there's the two Hanakos. There's the one Hanako who wants to go with the fox, and then there's the Hanako that doesn't want to go with the
なん
fox.
という
真由美だ
So she's actively resisting and being drawn in at the same time. I don't want to go over there. I want to open this box. Let's go.
ああ思い出したぞお前を見たのは手配書きだった蛇殺しの女だろ
Yes, I did.
順平なんぞよ
Oh, come on, man.
高かったな
Wrong sword.
銭を山分けせずに済んだな順平を探すか
If I was drugged, probably. She's not in her right state of mind. I mean, and by the end, she does resist. So, I mean, that's kind of the point. Like, as much as I'd love to say, like, oh, no, I would never do that, but... Like, as much as I would like to say, no, I would resist, I'm strong, I'm human. You know, like, if there's magic involved. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like saying that's kind of like saying, okay, if somebody injected you with heroin and you don't want to be addicted to heroin, could you just not be addicted? And the answer is, as much as I would like to think that I would be like, yeah, let's go to rehab and let's like get myself off of this. I've never taken heroin. If I actually had it, my brain chemistry has changed. I might actually be like, oh my God, this feels so, you know, like you're not in your right state of mind, you know? And so, yeah, so I mean, it's easy to say I would resist. I'm built different. But I mean, the truth is that I'm human, and if anything, thinking I'm above that is more dangerous than being aware that I am human. Because being aware that I am human would mean like I'm going to try to avoid this situation because I know my own weakness. So yeah, that's how I see it. Is I'm like, yeah, if somebody came up with you and they injected you with a drug, in Silent Hill F? She's on the drug from effectively the beginning. I mean, the fox spirit, he gave that to her prior to the game's beginning, because she gets that in the letter from him. Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, like, you don't know what's gonna happen until you're actually done with it. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, because I mean... Yeah. Because people fall for, like, stuff like that all the time. You know, people say, like, I'm different. I'm not gonna fall for a cult. I'm not gonna get addicted. I'm not gonna do this, you know. I'm not gonna do that. People always think that they're not gonna do things. And then people do things. So I don't think that I'm special in that regard. I think I could fall to temptation just as easily as the next guy. Which is why I try to actively avoid situations where that could happen. Okay, this guy's looking my way. Oh, nope, he's falling asleep. All right, perfect. Thank you. Just, okay, let's just... You made it easy. Alright, let's free this dude.
Mate, てめえが手を貸す番だ。妖帝六人衆を知ってるか？鬼について知ってるか？
あやつは石狩ヶ原で鬼面隊という手勢を率いている。情け容赦ない荒くれ者どもだ。小樽ヶ丘で宝禄玉職人を探しているらしい。
宝禄玉か。先に見つけに行くか。
賊にさらわれるとは。
いくら払えって。
そこらの侍とは桁が違った。
うん。Yeah. Plus, I mean, in Hanako's case, she's living in 1960s Japan. She's not living in 2025. You know. So, yeah, for her, she's not living in the same situation that we are. She doesn't have the options that girls do today. And she's raised in a very different culture. And then that, with the medicine and everything, you know, there's a lot of, even without the the medication, there's still a lot of, in her mind, expectation of what she should be, and kind of her questioning, like, you know, am I a bad person for not wanting this? You know, because the person that she looked up to most was her sister, and her sister is 100% like, this is a good thing. You should do this. God damn it. No, you don't get to do that. Take your sword and see if I care. There we go, got him. This guy just does not want to die. Oh, that's why, he's the boss. There we go, we got him.
とこしえに隠れてやがれ。
Iron Sand. Yeah. It's like one of those things where, like, you know, we say, if there was a fire, I would 100% run back in and save my family. But people panic, you know. People freeze. I don't want to be in that situation and test myself. I'd like to think that I would, but I don't know that I would, and I don't want to find out. Okay, where are we going? Oh wait, no, we can get more. Oh, there's more Unreal stuff now.
ここにあるもの全部
Yeah,
音量への備え物だ。
何なんだ
yeah.
おわつさん、冥府から蘇った女子が
There's lots of women that feel that way.
ってさ、音量って呼ばれてる亡者だって。
その音量への備え物がこれか？
音量とは関わりたくないっていう人もいるけど、手を合わせて感謝する人もいるんだ。自分じゃできないからね、仕返しなんて。
得体の知れんものにすがるのか。
こういうの蝦夷地中で見ることになるよ。
Yeah, and that's for me. Snake's bite. Oh, I already had that.
服の品を用意してるよ。
Yeah, that's partially why for me. Like, did he have more? Oh, not you. The map guy. Where's the map guy? Is he here? That's just me. Like for me, like, cause even with Hanako, even in the ending where she ends up with the fox spirit, where she goes along with the marriage, she has to kill a part of herself
次郎
to do it.
でも会うとはな。
そりゃ当然ださ。
Yeah.
賞金首の世話人は儲かるもんでね。その刀を役立てたいなら、足の手配書きを見て。
If you're reading the notes, that you can get it, because she talks a lot about, like, not even just like her fear, but their fear, and like jealousies and everything. Most of that's in the notes. It's not in the story directly, but like, yeah. Where's the? Is there no map maker here? Oh, he just doesn't have anything, but he is here. Okay. I should probably try this out. But yeah. She definitely had fear, and I mean, like, that was one of the things. Is like she was terrified
もう一掃してら。
of
死な
just
くなっちまった。
being this turning into her mother
見え方も変わる。
and being subservient and not having these freedoms and having to go along with it. And then in one of the endings, she does, and it ends with a part of her just screaming into the void in pure panic because she can't do anything about it. That's Fox Wedding, I think. The Fox Wedding ending. Yeah. Alright, we can grab all the shamisen dyes. Might as well, and then I suppose I could upgrade the sake. How much is it each time? 9? Oh, lots of coin too. I would have never expected my limiting factor to be coin. Might as well grab this now. Okay, I don't need you. I think we've basically done most everything here. In one of the endings, 100% that's the case. Well, okay, in 2 of the endings, that's 100% the case. In one ending, it's a joke ending. Doesn't matter. Because they fight UFOs. And their entire village is body snatched. Oh. I can skip this cutscene. Oh, I got another mission. Oh, so I had to leave and come back. In one ending, the one where she runs away with Shu, that's her choice, and that's the quote-unquote good ending, but it's not really clear what all's going on. Like, that one is arguable, for sure. But she is choosing that. And then the final ending, she chooses to... The final ending is kind of weird, because she chooses to be by herself. Or... Yeah, she basically accepts both halves of herself, but she also accepts that she doesn't really want to move into this now, so she decides to do things at her own pace. And that's the true ending. Okay, this is the triangle circle ability. So yeah, in 2 of the endings for sure, she's trapped. Yeah, because in the first ending, Shu gives her the drugs, which he had been giving himself those same drugs, and they had been working for him as medication, and that's why he gave it to her, because he had seen it as medication. Which, I mean, that's its whole, giving your friend medication with side effects that you're aware of, but they're not necessarily aware of the side effects. That's a whole different ball game. But in that one, he gives her those. She does not react well to them. And because she does not react well to them, it ends the way it does. Where she basically can't face herself. And then she goes crazy and kills everybody at the wedding. So that was manipulation by Shu. In the ending where she marries the fox, Shu shows up, tries to get her to not marry the fox. And actually, the thing is Shu, and a lot of people blame Shu because he gave her the medication, but in that ending, it's actually implied that because the fox guy is not a bad guy, it's that he's possessed by the fox demon. Shu, it seems, is not actually that bad of a guy. He's possessed by the tree god, and that's why he was trying so hard to get her out of this mental state, because the tree god doesn't want her to go with the fox god, because the fox god replaced the tree god. So the tree god was using Shu as kind of a proxy, in the same way the fox god was using the fox guy as a proxy. But in that one, she defeats the tree god, so her wolf side wins. You know, the side of her that feels the obligation of the woman to marry and start a family. That side of her wins out. She marries the fox god, but then the part of her that always wanted the freedom is basically cut off of her, but it's just left screaming in darkness, which kind of implies that there's a part of her that will always live in fear that she is not free. And so that's why that one's considered the bad ending. In the one that's quote unquote the good ending, and this is the thing too, is people always talk about how Shu gave her the medicine and the medicine made her do that. She only takes the medicine in one of the endings. She doesn't take the medicine in the other endings. So technically she was never drugged in that sense. But in the fox wets its tail ending, Shu shows up. He basically calls out the fox for what he's doing. The fox demon manifests within the fox guy in the same way that the tree god manifested in, I guess it's just a fox god, not even a fox demon. It manifests in the fox guy. And because that kid was actually a kid that when he was younger, the Hinako saved him. He was bitten by a fox, and Hinako drove the fox off. She saved him. And so he never forgot her. But he was actually related to the fox god. There's like this whole genetic thing. And because of that, the fox god was able to possess him. And they even say that he changed from that moment. So, you know, he was acting not himself. He was equally as, if not more possessed, because he was more directly controlled than even Hinako herself was. But anyway, the fox god basically manifests in him. He turns into the fox god thing. You have to fight him. And then at the end, because he's defeated, there's no longer that obligation to join his family or whatever. So she runs off with Shu, which other people in the game say, like there's a line early on where they talk about how she's getting married and people are like, oh, I thought she was engaged to that Shu kid. And so it kind of implies that there was always this kind of tension between them, but Shu was too much of a coward to just straight up say, I like you. And so he never said it to her. And then that one kind of implies that maybe they'll be together, but maybe not. Like, because maybe he's still too scared to actually ever say anything. So they'll just kind of pretend like they're still friends and just it never goes anywhere. So that's not really a great ending either. Yeah, if she goes with Shu, he completely floods it. Well, no, actually, okay, so that's part of the thing too, is there was when I think it's Susanoo cut off the heads of Orochi, the 8-headed dragon. One of the heads landed nearby the town, and that head was poisoning the water or whatever. The tree god subdued it. So the tree god was subduing that. When the tree god got usurped by the fox god was subduing it. So by killing the fox god, nothing is preventing this dragon from destroying, this dragon's head from destroying the town. So actually it's not even so much that the fox god destroys the town in revenge. It's that the fox god was in a way protecting the town, and it's no longer protected by its magic. And the tree god's too weak, which is why it wants Hinako to come back to him, because if it comes back to him, he can become strong again or whatever. But so I mean, that was because it wasn't a revenge thing by the fox god. It was because the fox god was stopping this from happening. The fact that there were gods was stopping this from happening in the first place. And then so in that ending, she goes off with Shu, but it's not clear. It's like, are they never going to get? They probably, will they get married or not? Probably not, in a way. Like Shu might never. And then that part of her, that like the fox part of her that did in some way want that, like she's like, I don't want it, but I kind of do want it. It's like, it's an internal conflict. So that part of her will never be able to. Yeah. So it's a weird thing. So then in the final true ending with the gods and stuff, I'm not okay with that. But I mean, it's it's compelling. And then in the final ending, like, yeah, and then in the final ending, Shu doesn't even show up. He's not even there. So that's not even an issue. But the fox guy is basically freed of the influence of the fox god, his grandfather. He's freed of that influence, and he realizes, like, oh, I don't even know if I love you. Like, I like you. You're cute. You were nice to me. But I don't even know if I love you because I've been under a spell this whole time as well. So I don't even know if my love is genuine. And you've been under a spell. So we don't even know if we actually love each other or if this is... It's kind of like in The Witcher where... in The Witcher 3, where Yennefer wants to make the wish with the djinn to release them of this bond between her and Geralt, not because she doesn't want to be bonded to Geralt, but because she wants to know if their bond is true, if she really loves him, or if she loves him because she has to, and she wants to know that she loves him truly and not that it's because of this wish that she is bound to him forever. So it's kind of like that. The fox guy figures, oh my god, like, I don't even know, I have to find out for myself. So he subdues the fox god. But the fox god is not defeated per se. And so because of that, he's still around so the town doesn't die. And then Hinako goes off, and then her two sides kind of, what's the word? They kind of meet in the middle. I mean, there's a lot of stories. I mean, if you've read, like, I don't know, there's lots of stories here in Asia like this. It doesn't feel that weird to me. It feels kind of normalish. But yeah. So I mean, in the end, yeah. So her two sides, they not recollect, but yeah, they meet in the middle, and they say, okay, I'm gonna, you know, I want to be free. I kind of want to have a family and stuff like that, but I don't want to be forced into it. I want to do it on my own terms. And so they decide that they're just going to be together. So, you know, Hinako is just going to be herself for a while. She's going to go off. She's going to go do her thing. She's going to leave the town. She's going to, I don't know what she's going to do. Get a job, go to college. I don't know. But she's going to do her own thing. The fox guy over there also, you know, he does his own thing. He even sends her letters sometimes talking about what he's up to. And they're just kind of friends at this point. So, yeah, I mean, I had no problem with it, no. I thought it was compelling. I liked it overall.
技に手を加えたと聞いたが、
年寄りの師匠どもが空歌に溺れてな。拙者の技で叩き伏せて。
Alright, where are we going, dude?
ではないと思い知らせたことがある。
A giant sword doesn't need to rhyme.
友達を抜け。
てめえから抜け。年寄りはいたわらなきゃな。
早く抜け。
Come on. Get it out, get it out. There we go.
さあ、そなたの技を見せよ。息を止めるな。もう一度。惜しい。息が乱れているぞ。呼吸を忘れるな。
Yeah, because to me, like, life is messy. It's not often cut and dry.
この手にも伝わってきた。
So for me, I was like, okay, I feel like it represents, like,
そなたなぞ片手で。
conflicts that a lot of us face.
だが今は酒を飲みたい。冷えてきたからな。
俺が火を焚こう。
I mean, I've played games like that. Like, I mean, Orishika Tainted Bloodlines, the characters are not necessarily male or female. Are they? Yeah, are they all male? No, I think there's some female characters in there. But I mean, it's kind of you're bound to the gods and whatnot. Similarly. Oh, ran out of breath. There we go. I mean, I can see how, like, some women don't like it, yeah. But there's lots of girls that do like Silent Hill F too. So, It's kind of like
あれほどまずい
I was online the other day and somebody was talking about what's her name?
獣かもしれんが
Is it Lisa or something? One of the Blackpink or
待つ前の見回り
I don't know if she's Blackpink or Twice or whatever, but
あやつらではない
but they were talking about like
北へ向かう商人の位
they were talking about the way she's been dancing, and I guess she's doing like a solo career or something. There's some dudes way back there.
斎藤の手下どもだ
And they were talking about how like the way she's dancing, they're like, oh, it's so provocative. She looks like a stripper. Like, oh, she's being manipulated by the male patriarchy and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe it was Lisa. But they were talking about the way she was dancing, and they were like, oh my god, like, you know, the way she's wiggling her butt and stuff. Like, this is so exploitative, and oh my god, like, you know, she's being manipulated by people, and other fans are like, no, that's the way she likes to dance. That's her style. She enjoys this. This is why she does it. You know, like, yeah, there are girls in media that are 100% exploited. Like Britney Spears, 100% exploited. But then you have others like Beyonce or Shakira who they like being sexy. That's what they enjoy doing. And so, you know, it's not like it has to be this or it has to be that. It can be, you can have two sides. There can be people on both sides. And for me, that's kind of like with the Hinako. I can absolutely see where a woman would look at this and they'd be like, this is written from a male perspective. This is, you know, all these guys are manipulating this girl. She's a victim. She's just being manipulated the whole time. But I can also see where other women could see it as, I could 100% see this happening. This is, you know, like, yeah, she is a victim, but this is something that can happen and does happen. And this is a very, you know, it feels very relatable in some ways. So yeah, I think in that sense, it's, yeah, I didn't have a problem with it thinking like, oh, it's too one direction or the other. Yep. I remember that song. Return to tail area. Where am I supposed to go? Okay. Damn it! It says return to tail area, but it's not. Oh, I need to follow the wind. I'm like, where am I going? Alright, where are we going?
あの技を忘れてはおらんなあ
ああ隙を生んで守りを崩す
あやつらを成敗してくれよ
Let's switch to this one. And I like those, but I wanted to switch. Yeah, I want to switch off that. What looks better? Oh, I kind of like that one. That one's good too. We'll save that for something else. Oh, that one's got a big spiky back. I like that one though. Not a big fan of the chains. I don't really understand what the chains are for. Yeah, definitely switch that one out to that one. Because that one more matches the katanas.
今だやつお出しを抜けくらえ飛ばさ
Gotta get away from that. I mean, I can understand that. But I think part of the point of Silent Hill F is they were like, I mean, yeah, because they wanted to create like from a female's perspective, from like a traditional Japanese female perspective, because that, yeah, I mean, I could see definitely where people are like, oh, you know, from a Western perspective especially. But yeah, like there's like right now, like you're seeing a lot of in Asian media like stories that discuss like kind of. Oh, I hit the wrong button. You're seeing a lot of stories that kind of see things from a women's perspective in a way that media in Asia traditionally hasn't really done. Exploring like gender roles and stuff like that. Especially in Japan, where women are still very... I mean, like, yeah, like the comments that they made about the female, about like it wasn't the prime, it wasn't the prime minister. It was I think it was like a like a legislator or something. But where they were saying like, oh wait, what's about Yari? But they were saying like, you know, what is she doing here? You know, she should get married and get pregnant or something like that. Yeah. So in Asia, you have okay, even when I got married. So this is even in our generation. That's an Asian thing in general. That's an Asian thing in general, though, and that too that's. I feel like that's a little more complicated because that's not even necessarily. I mean, it is a beauty thing, but it's not necessarily a because men want it thing. Because also paler men are considered more attractive than dark-skinned men, so it's not just a female thing. But like even in our generation, when we got married, my mother-in-law was discussing how much my parents should pay for basically a dowry, a bride price. And my wife was like, that's not going to happen because that's not part of his culture. So that is not going to happen. But her sister, who actually got married after we did, her husband did have to pay the bride price. And actually, they paid the bride price for my sister, for my brother-in-law's wife when he got married. So, I mean, this is something that still happens today. My wife has a friend, and they were dating for like 15 years and never got married. And the reason that they didn't get married was because her family liked him, his family liked her, but the two families could not agree on how much money his family was supposed to pay her family so that, you know, for them to get married. And yeah, and they've been dating for like 15 years. And then finally the parents kind of relented, and I don't know if they eventually figured out a price or just gave up or whatever. Eventually they did get married. They had a kid, but then she went to live. Yeah. But then she went to live with his parents, which is also very common to have the family move in with the husband's parents. And they were there together for a few months, and she was like, we need to move out because I am not your mom's servant. But that's kind of a traditional way of thinking, right? The wife of the oldest son, the Dasao, is kind of like the mother or the parents, the grandparents. They're the head of the household. And then you have the son, who's kind of like second in command. And then but the Dasao is kind of like the head of taking care of everything. She's the one responsible for the cooking. She's the one responsible for the cleaning. She's the one that's responsible for taking care of the household. And she was like, I'm not doing this. And so they moved out. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I like, yeah. When we first got married, we didn't have a place, and we lived with like my in-laws for like 3 months, I think. And it wasn't scary because, I mean, I don't have I don't have necessarily the obligations that a woman would have had. But yeah, I think, yeah. And I think that's actually why, if you look at the number of foreigners here, the number of male foreigners to female foreigners is way higher. Like there's way more male foreigners here than there are female foreigners here. And I don't think it's that women don't like to travel, and I don't think it's that women don't like to try to live outside things. I think it's that the culture is still very male dominated. And so like if a foreign guy comes over, meets a Taiwanese girl, probably might be a few issues. But the issues is probably between them. Whereas if you have a foreign girl come over here, meet a Taiwanese guy, the issues are probably between her and his family. Yeah, so you see, I mean, you do see it. You do see women come over here and marry local guys. It does happen, but not at the same rate that you see it the other way around. Yeah. Yeah, and so I think from maybe a Western perspective, seeing these kind of traditional female roles or these traditional, something from a kind of more traditional female perspective, it's kind of like, I'm tired of it. I've seen it 100 times. But over here in Asia, I think you don't see things from a woman's perspective as much, especially women in that time period. And so I think that's kind of what they were trying to accomplish there. Well, it looks like we cleared out most of this. And yeah, that's the thing is like a lot of like in Silent Hill, they were calling it the, they were calling them, you have the UFO ending, the original ending, the good ending, and the bad ending. But most people were saying the good ending is not that good. It just feels better because Hanako seems to have more agency.
来るとは思わなかった。約束を守る手合いではないからな。
人違いをしてるようだが。
おのれ、何を。
I mean, in the sense that like, not so much video games, but you see it in TV a lot. Like my wife was watching this one show. I think it was called Enter the Night or something like that, or something like that. It's a Taiwanese drama about women that work at a talking bar. In the 1980s, maybe 70s, I think 80s, and kind of showing the things that they have to go through. Can I skip it? I can't skip this one. Oh, this guy, right? This guy's nuts. But yeah, I think they're praised in the sense that it's like, oh, finally some representation, or finally something from that kind of perspective. Yeah. But yeah, like my wife was watching me play Silent Hill. She had no problem with it. And it was one of those things where, like, if you point out, like, oh, she's doing this because this, or this is what's going on, she's like, oh yeah, like that's what it was like. That's what it was like, So yeah, it wasn't like, it was more like, oh, like yes, good. They're talking about it as opposed to glossing over it. This guy's got the weirdest quest. Okay, that was the entire quest. I actually didn't find that quest until like right at the end of the game the first time around. I somehow totally missed it, and here I found it right on my way to the Kitsune, and I had forgotten about it. I don't even know if you can consider it a quest. Wait, is this a sign or is this one of those bowing signs? Because it's one of those bowing signs. I think it is. Oh, no. It's just a regular sign. Yeah. Okay. I can ignore that. Here we go, talk to this lady. I didn't realize I met her on this side. I thought I met her in the village.
狼の匂いがする。
Oh yeah.
の途中なんだろう。
Oh, 100%.
そうだ。だが獲物
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, it's not even that far back in history. My wife's grandmother
と一緒にここで待
on her, or maybe it was it, I think it was her grandmother, not even her great grandmother.
不知
I think it was a grandmother. Yeah, it had to have been a grandmother because her great grandmother would have been in China. But her grandmother
大物なので
on her dad's side
この先では
had bound feet
命取りになるぞ。
from when they used to do foot binding.
てめえは危険を感じてないようだが
That's just 2 generations back
彼と同じ口ぶりだ。
and in living memory.
私が幾度この川をたどってきたと思ってる。
てめえの村は北にあるのか
ああ、川上の方にな。この草原
So, yeah.
お前らの鉄の音がうるさくてたまらん。他のコターンの連中は
Yeah.
慣れてんのかね。
和人はわらべのようなものか
I don't think they talked about it much because if I remember correctly, she didn't know that grandmother too well because she was
作り公園
pretty sick when my wife was little. But she did have the small
の暮
feet.
らしを弱さ。
She was closer with her mom's mom, who did not have that because she was Taiwanese,
他に道がなかったわらべもいるさ
だからお前は釣り。
like Han Taiwanese, not like Aboriginal
そ
Taiwanese.
うだろ
わしは大人だから。
Can I skip this? I can't skip it. There's so many unskippable scenes in this game. I will say, I do kind of...
と比べてここ
Can I skip this now?
耐えるな。厄介やから
Yes, now I can skip. I do kind of wish this section was walkable. Actually, there's like an area over here. Yeah, I do kind of wish that this area was walkable, and then this area as well. Because most of the other areas you can just run from A to B. Oh, I skipped that. Oh, I need to go back and do that. Well, I can just fast travel here, right? I think. Oh.
あんたの馬も2船で渡ったぞ。
そうか
Okay.
みんなの殺し合いばや
Let's grab some maps real quick.
ラグンかクットですばってん
もう蝦夷地に詳しくなったろ
旅ん道しるべちなる地図ばかけるほどにはさあどうぞ来いば俺が異国の者な
Okay, so I can't just port there. What is this? Oh, the musician. Let's go back and do this real quick before I forget, because I'm gonna forget. Mm-hmm. That happens.
踏むでない旅の者、死者が安らげん。よく土を見
Yeah.
いつの日か、お主もそこへ帰るのだ。
I mean, that...
何をしてるんだ
旅の中で果てた者、その魂を
Yeah, I mean,
わしの務め。
that I don't think is...
私が弔ってやろ
It is kind of
う。いや、導きよ。
the Taiwanese thing, you know, like Asian thing.
苦しみで見ておる。だが案ずるな。
But that one I think is a little bit... Because, I mean, Western culture definitely has that too.
てめえも人生を狂わされたのか
Yeah.
蝦夷地でくすぶって
That one I don't think is as
傭
uniquely
兵6人
Asian.
について何かした
少しな。
No, I won't even say, yeah, it's not. Because, I mean, like, where I grew up, it wasn't an issue. But there are definitely places where you get, like, oh, you know, people who live in the Hamptons or something, 100% look down on people. So that's definitely, I think that's just a human
知らないのか。
thing.
武士の伝承を
But,
から聞くといい。
but yeah.
この間、中小屋の滝の北で野営してたな。達者でな、旅の者。
Because also, too, I mean, that's a little bit different because it would be like, because, I mean, with the bride price thing, in theory, she, you know, like, if it was Taiwanese, it would be the other way around, where it would be like the guy was poor and the girl's family was like, oh, you know, like you can't afford our daughter. But this is just like, oh no, she's beneath you because she's of a lower class. That's just a human thing. But yeah, that's unfortunate. So what are they gonna do? Are they gonna just try to wait for the mom to come around, or are they gonna just go off and do their own thing, or is this just kind of a thing that's just, who knows how it's gonna be resolved? I mean, it's funny. I joke about it, because to me it's funny, but I could see where other people would be offended by this, like deeply offended. But my mother-in-law, she really likes me. I think my father-in-law likes me too, but he doesn't talk much. He's very, you know, kind of traditional, silent. But my mother-in-law used to, when we were like dating, now all our friends know that her daughter's married to a foreigner, because I mean it's been 15 years. But you know, like when we were first dating, or like even when we were getting married, she's like calling up her old friends, she's like, oh, my daughter's getting married. She would always introduce me as, this is my daughter's boyfriend. He's a foreigner, but he's a good foreigner. And I was always like, like, thanks, but it's a weird, yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't, it's good about me, but it's a weird sentiment. It was really weird. But yeah. Yeah, but it's just like, yeah, he's a foreigner. Okay, fine. Because, you know, they wouldn't necessarily have seen me yet, so she's kind of warning him, like, you know, he's not going to look like what you think. That's fine. But the whole, like, he's a foreigner, but he's a good foreigner. And that was always, to me, like... like, the fact that you feel that you need to say that is a little bit telling. But yeah, I mean... But at the same time, I understand completely, because, yes, foreigners have a reputation. I can't just be like, oh, that's an unfair thing to say. Because I'm like, no, I 100% understand why you said it. Yeah, we have a reputation. It's true. So I can 100% understand it. Yeah, I'm not offended or anything. It's just kind of funny to me. Funny in a sad way, but still funny. But no, I love my mother-in-law. She's great. Dad-in-law's great too. He teaches me how to play Mahjong. Well, he taught me how to play Mahjong. I still don't understand how ties work, but someday I'll figure it out. There we go. What do you mean by that? Oh no! Oh no, yes, it's exactly what's supposed to happen. Okay. Actually, it's not even Americans that are considered the worst here. Americans are on the relatively sane end. They're not the most chill, but or respectable, but there are other nationalities that have worse reputations. Oh, that time it cut and I can't skip it. Okay. That's okay, it's so short anyway. Oh, I guess not. Got good lighting. Hmm. I guess. I mean, I've seen that from people all over. I mean, it's the whole meme, be the American the Japanese think you are, right? And they have it for every nationality. Be the Mexican Japan thinks you are. Be the German Japan thinks you are. So I mean, people in Japan definitely have their own. There we go. Go fish, go. Have their own misconceptions about the world. Taiwanese people do too. When we were first dating and we were planning to go to my parents' house for Thanksgiving, the first thing my wife asked was, can we shoot your family's gun? And was blown away by the concept that my family does not own a gun. That blew her mind. And when I came to Taiwan, one of the first things that people warned me about was, okay, because you're American, people are going to ask you, what is it like to be in a hostage situation? And people asked me, what is it like to be in a hostage situation? Because all the movies like Die Hard and Quentin Tarantino and all that always have a hostage situation. And so people believed that. I mean, granted, now with the internet, it's not like that anymore. But at the time, I could do a standoff. Yeah, so I mean, we all have our stereotypes. Yesterday, I've just discovered about the American lean. I didn't know that was a thing. I had never heard about it before, but apparently the American lean is a thing. Yippee-ki-yay. I'm gonna steal one of your guys' horses. Give my horse a break for a bit. Ooh, a fox thing. What's that over there, too? I should probably make a note of that. Oh. Wait. Have I not done this fox thing? How'd I miss this one? It was right there. It probably is. Come here, fox. I don't like chasing foxes.
くれるのかへえ褒美をよこせと
Yeah. No, there's definitely a class thing. Yeah. Yeah, class divides are universal. Unless you're in a country that doesn't do class divides. But those countries typically don't last very long. He's just leading me to all these things. It's better to chase a fox on foot. They don't run fast enough to warrant the horse. Okay, I got it. I got it, buddy. Oh, I have to pet him. Well, there's a camera angle. Right through the horse's ass. Well done, not my horse. Oh, bye. Alright, more gifts laying around.
いい狐だな。本当に礼は頭を。
I remember this one. This fox just leads me to all these different places and he just like drops off.
ついてこいって。
There is a charm at the end though.
よし、頼むぞ。
Yosh! But yeah, it's kind of funny to see the things that different cultures value. Like, if you go back to the 1980s and a lot of Hollywood movies, you get a lot of
お参りしてほしいのか。
like action heroes that are flawless, the Gary Stews, right? They're just amazing at everything.
これで最後。
And in the West, we kind of fell out. That kind of fell out of favor. Now we prefer our heroes to be a little more flawed. But right now, like Chinese media is taking off, like Where Winds Meet and that sort of thing. And if you watch those, if you keep up with those, it's just back to the 1980s, the way it was in the States. Like the heroes are flawless and perfect at everything. And it's just like, that's just what they like. And I think it's kind of weird because, you know, like people will look at like an wuxia or like a wuxia thing, or I don't know, maybe Bollywood or something. I don't watch too many Bollywood films, so I can't speak there, but you know, they'll watch it and they'll be like, oh my god, this is so cheesy, this is so derivative, this plot is so boring because the guy just wins everything. You know, and there's this assumption that it's bad, but it's not. It's just a different preference.
姉に聞かなくては。コタン1の折り手ですけど、今はちょっと事情があって。姉がいる時にまた来てくださいね。
It's kind of like if you watch a lot of Japanese media, like their dramas and stuff, and everything's so exaggerated, right? They're like, whoa, you know, like if something surprises them, you know, big eyes and everything. And from a Western perspective, it's like, oh, they're overacting. It's cheesy, you know, hard to take seriously. But it's because that's what's valued. I mean, if you look back at like black and white movies in the 1920s, that's exactly what it was, because it was a reflection of stage acting. And Western media kind of moved away from that, and they were like, okay, we don't really want to do this anymore. We want to make stories that feel more like it's regular life. It's not bigger than life. But in Japan, a lot of those dramas still kind of lean into that. That's the style. I can't skip this because I'm just sitting there and I can still have camera control. There, I can skip this. Okay, great. Can I skip that? I can't skip that. Now to fight that dang bear. Oh. Bear was annoying.
山をも貫く宿は本当にあるなら手に入れたいな。
ニプタイの山にあるって聞いたよ。白い花畑の先に道があるって。でも行っちゃダメなんだ。
行っちゃダメなのはガキだけだ。
あら。
I wonder if they have any new... Oh, wait.
ああ、ふんだへ。
馬っ子がてめえに懐いてる。
心が通うようになってきたよ。
Nope. Nothing new.
馬を大切にしな。
Where's the... There she is. She should be over here. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, this is... I was the one I just talked to, right? Yeah. Okay, I don't think I can upgrade... Yeah, this one's fully upgraded. The other ones have 5 nodes now. The other ones have 5 nodes, but... Well, that one has 2, and the snake has 2. But this one still only has 4, which is kind of disappointing, because I feel like they could have upgraded... Yeah, I feel like I could have upgraded the 100 meters to a 150 or something like that. Could have upgraded to higher. But didn't really need it. Alright. Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna... Oh, okay. I guess we're going that way. This is one of the longer ones, if I remember correctly. Probably should summon horse. She says the horse's name all the time, but I can never remember what it is. Oh yeah? Hmm. Why not? Yeah. Speaking of scores and whatnot, did you hear about the scandal in Japan with doctors? So, Japan has a shortage of doctors because they're... I'm going to explain it because I don't know if you have time to type out because it's always a delay. So I'm just going to assume that you don't. In Japan, they have a shortage of doctors because the population is so low. And so they needed more doctors. Well, what happened was they just recently came out and admitted... Yeah. Okay. Okay. So they said, okay, we have a shortage of doctors. We need more doctors. So what they were doing was when they were doing the national tests, they were giving women 30% lower scores on average. And they were like, well, why are you doing this? And they said, well, the reason that we're doing this is because women are, likely to, or, women, if they have kids or they have maternity leave, then they take off, they can take up to 3 months. And so if they do that, like, we already have a shortage of doctors. If we have a lot of women doctors and then they take off for maternity leave, that will exacerbate the problem of not having enough doctors. So they docked women 30% in order to make sure that there was a higher percentage of male doctors, knowing that they would be taking fewer breaks, so as to alleviate the issue of not enough doctors. And it's really messed up. And it's like, I understand your logic, but yeah, no, dude, that's... But, yeah. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean... And it's a scandal, but if it was in the West, it would be a much bigger scandal than it is. How do I get over there? I don't recall. Okay, I need to get up. Ah, okay. Can I? Nope. So, yeah. There we go. That's okay, I'm gonna full heal up on that because of this armor. As if it's really called armor. Kind of reminds me of when I first came to Taiwan, somebody was telling me a joke. It was a Taiwanese person. And they were like, heaven is... Oh, I'm trying to remember what they said it was. Heaven is... I think it was... I don't remember what the husband was. Maybe like a... think it was like heaven is like a was it maybe a German or an Italian husband, a Japanese wife, American pay, and living in, or maybe it was maybe it was because they use the same they use the same nationalities, and I'm trying to remember what it is. I think it was heaven was an American salary, a British husband, a Japanese wife, and Italian food. And hell was a Japanese husband, an American wife, an Italian salary, and British food. I don't remember what it was, but it was ridiculous. But yeah, the part I do remember is that heaven was the Japanese wife and hell was the Japanese husband. And I remember that hell was British food and heaven was the American salary. Granted, this was years ago. That's probably changed. There's a baby bear in there. Okay. Alright. Or maybe there was a work week in there. Maybe hell was the Japanese work week and a Korean husband. I don't remember. It's literally been close to 20 years since I heard the joke. I'm probably not telling it well. But it shined a light on the insight. It shined a light on the Taiwanese mindset of the world. Who had it good? Who had it bad? Okay, there should be. Okay, there's the village. I might as well mark some things on my map while I'm here. Mark that wolf shrine thing. There's not as much in this area because there's not much fighting. This is kind of like a this area always kind of struck me as odd because it's like a temporary space. Oh, here we go. I should be able to mark that. Okay, yeah, I should have been following the winds. Oh, you know what? This area is probably... Yeah, I'm not even in the right spot. I thought I was. I was wrong. This is where that bear quest is. Which in itself is kind of sad. I can just jump down there. Jump, Batsu, jump. It's okay. We heal up automatically. Ah! Young bamboo! What's that? I don't need that one. Where's the bird? Yeah, it was a weird joke. But it was, yeah, it was kind of an insight into what people think of the world and value and interesting in that. Oh, you crashed? Oh no!
山へつながる道はどこだ
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like a funny little thing. And I mean, they don't mean to insult anybody by it, it's just kind of fun. Obviously, there are good Japanese husbands out there. Oh, a black one.
山にでかい
That's rare.
矢を見たことないかついてこいって本当に穴が開いてる
But yeah,
シネプリの伝承通りだこらどこ
stereotypes become stereotypes for a reason. It's true. I had a friend in college, and she had a friend who was Japanese and used to date a black man. And I don't know if she married him or not, but they had a kid together. And afterwards, her parents were like, "You're disowned from the family. You're not part of the family anymore, even if you leave him, because your womb has now been tainted." So even if you divorced him, married a Japanese guy, and had a kid with that guy, that kid would be tainted. So they just completely disowned her. It was really sad. And I mean, Korean has stories due to his dark skin. They're his stories to tell, so I won't tell them here, but he's had to deal with it.
流浪人に飯を振る舞ってくれるのか
俺が習わす我らの礼儀だ
そりゃいい習わしだが探してるものがある
おうおきくろみの
And I mean, every foreigner who's here has had to deal with something.
どこに知ってるか
月原では
Not on the same level,
なら
But-
たこ
yeah. Some people, you know, it's all in. Others are, you get a little taste of it, but. And Taiwanese people in general, though, are actually really friendly. But yeah, I mean,
ここまで来るとは珍しい
nobody's perfect, and
消えてしまうからの
no group is full of perfect people.
飯を食う場合か
悪いカムイにはトント縁がなくてなお主とは違う
Alright, and then I need to get this arrow.
俺には
八重の道を示してやろうだが何が起きてもわしは知らんこの先お主の武器は役に立たんよ
どういうことだ
答えを言ってしまってはつまらんではないか死んではならんぞ
死な
There was a case one time when I was in the bus in Taipei.
風が強く
It's kind of a weird situation, but I was on the bus and I was in they you know, buses have priority seats, right, for elderly and pregnant and injured and people with children and all that. So they had the priority seats. I wasn't in the priority seat. I was across from the priority seats. There's two priority seats, and one of the people in the priority seats was, I think, an old man,
誰かいたのか
and the other one was this teen guy. You know, and nobody was standing on the bus, so no issue, right? That's why it's a priority seat. It doesn't say you can't sit there. It says, you know, if somebody else needs it more, you should give it to them. But if nobody needs it, go ahead and take it. So there was like a young teen kid. This dang bear, man. Stupid gray bear. But this young teen kid, maybe, I don't know if he was senior high school or college, but probably senior high school, was sitting in the chair. I think he was maybe reading a book or something. This old lady gets on the bus. There's no more seats, so she stands up in front of him, and she's just standing there staring at him. You know, not like angrily or anything, just kind of like Like, you should stand up. So I stood up, gave her my seat. And, you know, she was like so shocked. I don't know why, but she's like, you know. And then, but then, you know, when she was looking at him before, she was just kind of like, huh. But then when I stood up, she was staring daggers at this kid like the foreigner had to stand up. Like, so offended. Yeah. But yeah, she was like, it was just weird. Like, she was just like, this foreigner had to stand up. And I don't know if it was like a you made our country look bad in front of this foreigner, or if it was a, you know, like, what is our country coming to now that foreigners are better than we are? I don't know what her thinking was, but you could see the difference in her look when the wrong person stood up. Alright. Gotta avoid this bear. I just made it. Gold. I don't know why gold is considered a good metal for this, because I wouldn't consider gold to be great for forging swords, but what do I know? Maybe some kind of gold alloy. This immortal god bear. I should probably switch to the stealth armor. Because we're trying to hide from this bear. That didn't work. Last time I did the Oni first, so this time I'm going to do the Kitsune first. Rat's armor, that is true. Definitely true. Can't skip it, because I still...
傷つき、汚れた。ふん。おきくるみの矢だけがあやつを仕留められる。
I don't know about that.
その矢はどこにあるんだ。
頂を目指し、よもぎの生えるところ。
Yeah, I don't know.
雪も降れぬ場所だ。
I know there are a bunch of there were a bunch of mixed kids after World War II that they basically just ignore. So there's like this whole kind of like hidden population of mixed children, especially mixed black with Japanese children from black American soldiers, that they just kind of swept under the rug. Yeah, I don't know when that would have been. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've never heard about Japan making it all the way to Africa. Never really thought of them as a mercantile, seafaring civilization. What was that? Oh, that's a flower. I think this bear thing was supposed to be like a kind of like a Alien Isolation type thing where you have this invincible thing running away and you gotta avoid it, but they didn't quite pull it off as well as Alien Isolation or even Cyberpunk. I think I need to get there. Oh, 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 oh. If I can jump and make it. Huh. Nope. Because no matter where you go, the bear always follows you. Where am I supposed to go? Okay. Ah, I was already over there. I gotta go all the way back. Oh, that was too high. Oh no, it's fine. Yeep! No! You're not gonna catch me, bear. Ha ha! Natsu, come on, climb. That was close.
落ちるなよ。
It's true. Oh yeah. Yeah, and I think a lot of racial issues have less to do with the color of people's skin and more to do with class. It's just that certain groups are more likely to be poor or more likely to be wealthy. And then those groups get associated with wealth or poverty. I mean, but I will say that that's personal kind of observation and opinion. So I wouldn't say that that's definitively true. I could understand if somebody disagreed with that. Ah, that was dumb. How did it not see me? No, bear. Go away, bear. Ah, no, bear. Ah. Come on, Natsu. Okay, where do we go to this time? Okay. Oh, actually. This might actually be not a bad idea. Hmm. Yeah. That is definitely true. Can the bear see me? I think it can. That is unfortunate. Please tell me it's not trying to get up here. I never noticed that there's somebody chanting in the background of this song. Oh, it 100% sees me. Nope. I hate this bear. God damn this bear! Go away, bear! No! No! Ugh. I hate this bear so much. And I can't kill it. Because I need to get the thing. Nope! Nope! Oh, this damn bear. Yeah, and they'll just stand there. There we go. That's true. No, that is true. That's one thing that always irritates me is when people say, one of my biggest pet peeves, I don't hear it as much as I used to, but like, I mean, sometimes I will hear one side of it, but like, when I first came to Taiwan, people were very accepting of me. Not every foreigner does well, for whatever reason. Many do. There we go. But one thing that I would often notice is like sometimes if there was a foreigner that people just didn't like. Oh shoot. If there was a foreigner that people just didn't like, and they were trying to explain something to the foreigner or something. Oh, past the waterfall that way. They would just say something like, oh, you know, cultural differences. Like, oh, hey, thanks, dear. He pointed me the way, but I can't see him against the background. And so, like, for instance, if somebody's like, oh, why do you... you know, like maybe somebody's trying to explain something about the children. Like, oh, you know, the children need this or do this. Or something about the teaching. You know, or you should do it this way. And sometimes the foreigners didn't get it because they were stubborn and just refused to listen. And sometimes you just didn't get it. Like the person explaining it wasn't doing a good job. But quite often somebody would say like, oh, they don't get it because cultural differences. They don't understand. And they can't understand because of cultural differences. And that always annoyed me because I'm like, wait. You're saying that they can't understand you due to cultural differences. And they're like, yeah. Like our cultures are different. We just think different ways. And I'm like, okay. So do you think I don't understand? And they're like, no, you understand. He just doesn't understand. And I'm like, we're from the same country. We grew up in the same culture. If I can understand, then he should be able to understand. It's not a cultural problem. And that always drove me nuts because I'm like, oh, there we go. Because I have that ability now. And that always drove me nuts because I'm like, it's not that we can't understand each other because our cultures are so different that we can't understand. It's that either that person is stubborn and they're refusing to think in a different way, which is on them, or you just don't want to have to try to explain it, which is on you. That always drove me nuts. Because I was like, yeah, you know, like, maybe Americans are crass, or maybe British people are uptight, or maybe Japanese people are super polite. In general, that might be true, because, you know, we value different things, you know. Valuing politeness or valuing an authentic face, you know. But I think all those are comprehensible. I think somebody from America could understand why you would value politeness if they really thought about it. I think somebody from Japan could understand why Americans value a more and more open face and being more yourself rather than trying to, you know, behaving as society expects. I think if you think about it, you can understand about it. Yeah. Oh, I'm guilty of it too. Yeah, I'm guilty of it too. But, yeah, it always just drove me nuts where I'm like, no, they can understand it. Just give them time. Try explaining it a different way. Oh, here we go. Here's a shrine. So yeah, that always drove me nuts. Because I'm like, yeah, you know, you might have like... But yeah, like, every culture, regardless of whether the stereotype is people are honest, or people are crass, or people are easygoing, every culture is going to have a guy who... Yeah, every culture is going to have patient people. Every culture is going to have non-patient people. Every culture is going to have a guy who would give the shirt off his back to a stranger. Every culture is going to have the guy who would throw his mother under a bus for a few extra coins. Like, it's not unique to any one culture. Those are human traits.
Apun
no payan? I missed the... Huh. There is a game to play, and I think it's around... here somewhere? Maybe around here somewhere? There's an archery game somewhere. That the first time I missed it, and I only ended up finding it because there was a trophy I was missing, and I was like, how do I get this trophy? I don't think it's over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's like when I was the director, one of the things I had to do was talk to parents when we did these like orientation things. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, like, you could tell, like one of the things I told the parents was, you know, get involved with your kids' homework or studies. And a lot of parents will say, like, I don't know English, I can't help them. And that's fine. That's not what I'm asking for. I'm just saying, look at the book, make sure, you know, watch your kid, make sure they're doing the work, make sure that you see them doing it, check the book, make sure it's finished. Like, if you just ask the kid, have you done your homework? And they say yes, and you move on. You know, some kids are going to be honest, and they will have done their work. Others will not have been honest, and they will not have done it. Others will be copying off their off their classmates. If you get involved with your kid, and just, even if you're not correcting it or doing any of that, just being there and they know that you're watching or taking an interest, you can tell which kids' parents are involved and which kids' parents are not. Like, I have a student, and she's just been doing awful, just horribly. And it's weird because her homework's good, but in class, she doesn't know any of the answers. Her quizzes are terrible. It's just her homework is good. And my assumption was she must have been copying off of this other girl in class who does do typically better. But it turns out that it was actually the other way around. The girl who does do well copies off the one who doesn't do well. So I was like, wait, so how is she doing well on her homework then? Turns out her parents had hired a tutor for her, and the tutor basically just walks her through the homework and gives her the answers. And then she doesn't understand anything. But of course the tutor does, so basically the tutor's doing the homework ends up good, the other girl knows that the tutor's homework is good, so she just copies it. But it's clear that the parents are not involved at all. Yeah, but it's clear that it's clear that, you know, so the parents are like, oh yeah, you know, we hired this tutor for her to help her, and it's like, but you're not involved. Like you're still not involved, you know? Like, you're just kind of like, okay, I paid somebody else to do it and I walk away. Because if you were paying attention, you would understand that she doesn't actually understand what she's talking about or doing. All this for a flower. So yeah, it's just kind of like... Thankfully, that is getting more common, though. I think it also kind of depends on the age as well. Like, you'll see a lot of fathers hug their sons when they're like 8, but not when they're like 14. I've also been very fortunate. Our cram school is a bit on the expensive side, so most of the kids that we get are from affluent families. These aren't like the kids who just the families completely don't care. So they're usually the ones that perform a little bit better. And now I'm teaching in a high school, but the class I'm teaching is specially selected from the cream of the crop, so it's kind of like a class for advanced students. It's not the basic class. I've never really taught a class of the lowest of the low. Not sure how I would do there. There we go. Why am I still wearing the stealth armor? I don't need it anymore. I killed the bear. That's one thing my wife loves about my family is we're super huggy. Like, my family's always hugging. Like, everybody. Kids are always getting picked up. Possibly. Yeah, I didn't realize how touchy-feely my family was until my wife pointed it out. I was just like, yeah, we're a hugging family. Not every family's a hugging family, but I don't think it's, like, excessive. And then she pointed out, I'm like, yeah, we do hug a lot. Like, we're really touchy-feely. I never really noticed. Can I pick this up from the horse? I don't think I can. Nope, these ones I can't. These ones I have to get off the horse to pick up. I can't skip this cutscene, can I? No, I can't. Wait, did I? I must have had that one. Okay, no, I definitely had that one because it gave me the flowers, but I don't remember that one. Because this one's got the tail. I have so many swords now. Because Jin had a lot. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's that one. Okay. Jin had a lot of these really furry ones. Which... Is that a common thing in Japan? To have like these kind of like fuzzy scabbards? I don't know. That one's brutal. That one looks like you just leave it on the sword and smack somebody with it. Actually, from a then I got a bunch of these new ones. I like the blue ones. I like the no, it's not. Yeah. This one doesn't have a Suba. Is that what it's called? These ones don't either. I always like this kind of design, but I would be like, I would not want to fight with it because I feel like my hand would just slide up and slice itself on the blade. Not great. But I like the idea. I like the design. But I'm kind of curious now. Ooh, spikes right there. This one, I'm kind of curious if you could, in theory, okay, see, like they have the part there with the fabric. If you could grab it with one hand, pull it out, and then use one as a club and beat people with it. Oh, they're not? Aw. How old are they? I mean, my nephews are still quite young. They're... The niece... My niece is the oldest. I mean, on my wife's side, I have two nieces, but... On my side of the family, the niece is only, I think, 4. And then... Almost 5. Okay, yeah, they're quite a bit older. On my family, they're like, the oldest I think is like 4 or 5. Okay, go through there. I'll go around. I'm coming. Thank God he has a white tail. Following the foxes on horseback is so hard because we're so much faster than them, which makes fox hunting in Britain make sense to me now because I'm like, oh yeah, you could totally outrun a fox. Well, so much for horse. You wait here. At some point I should probably really try... Oh no! No, you can stand on that. I can't. Yeah, that's like another trap. Wait. Why did you go through there? We can just walk around it. Weird fox. Thanks, fox. It broke. This fox is just setting traps for me left and right. Yeah, I'm here. Come on. Yeah, I'm here. This fox is so much trouble. How could you tell?
またやってくれたね。仕掛け直さなくては。
まあ加えてたものは落としてくれた。
それがなんであれ気をつけな。
Oh, this is the one with the... No.
チロンヌかもしれない。危険を知らせてくれる守り神だ。うちのおばばから。
Is this the one?
黒狐はとっても位の高いカムイだそうだよ。
では一か八か。
Yep.
楽しんだか？くんねチロンヌ。
I love the way he dances. That's so cute. He's so excited. I can't pet this one, but he's having a good old time. Alright, you guys have fun. Where am I going next? Wolf. Wolf I can follow on horseback. Is this a fight? You guys look like you want to fight. I guess not. I don't know what you guys want. Alright, well, let's just go back. Nope, not that one. Nope. Okay, there we go.
やく運が向いてきたってわけだ。
立ち去れ。さもなきゃてめえの運はここで尽きるぞ。
誰が一人で切り合うと言った？この女の首に賞金がかかってるぞ。お前ら助立ちするなら賞金を山分けしてやろう。
勝手にしろ。
Alright, alright. Resurrection! Yeah, you didn't like that, did you? God damn it. I could do standoffs. You can't do a standoff there. Because you have to do a standoff, you have to do a standoff. I did a standoff earlier. I shot a guy. But like yeah, I'll show you. I don't know. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's the fox den right there. Come here, horse. We might be able to do a standoff with this fox thing. But I'm not sure. We'll find out. Because with a standoff, you can't... They can't already see you. It's popped up a couple times. It'll say hit L1 for standoff. Like, especially if like I see guys on horseback. If I see dudes on horseback, I can 100% do a standoff. But I typically go for stealth. Also, I remember one time you mentioned if Atsu, if a bird will come and land on her, if you idle for long enough, they do. They will do the. Aw, that poor dude. The birds will come and sit on her like a Disney princess. Okay, so we probably can do a standoff here. Oh, I'm sorry, Wolf. I thought this was where it was. Shinuki, that's the name of my horse. Okay. Well, maybe we won't get to do a standoff. Alright, if we get back into stealth, I might be able to do it. Yeah. I've never had it either. Ah, shoot. Okay. If I can get away from them. Okay. Now we might be able to do a standoff. Oh, no, the wolf's taken care of him, I think. No, I don't think we can do a standoff because the wolf's already engaged. I don't think we can do a standoff here. Yeah, because they're already engaged in combat. Oh, this is great. I don't know if the bear is going to be friendly or not after this, though. Cut his arm off. Big boy. I guess bear's friendly. Which, thank God. Okay, so we couldn't do a standoff there, but I can do a standoff. I'll show you. I think I know a place where we can. Doesn't like that. No, the wolf's name is Mikage. Yes, the horse's name is Mikage. Or no, the wolf's name is Mikage, and the horse's name is... I don't know. At my own risk, bear. Don't hurt me. Okay, we're good. Yeah, no, if I go to, because one of the things that they added with the New Game Plus update is that you can now redo old things like that. So where would be a good place to do it? Marshland Homestead. No. Here? Probably do it here. Okay, yeah, so I think, yeah, see right there at the bottom it says standoff. So I can still do a standoff. And if you've unlocked the gun, you can finish your standoff with a gunshot. Blam! Which is beautiful. Yeah, which actually one of the trophies is to get that gunshot, is to do that gunshot off of a, what do you call it? I'll just finish that off. Is to get that gunshot off, which I was actually running into trouble because, come here, you. She does. She also cuts off arms. There's a beautiful arm. But, yeah, I was having trouble because I was using the, Onryo armor. And every time I was doing a, there's your own sword here, have it back, I'm very nice. I was using the Onryo armor, and the Onryo armor gives you an extra kill at the end of a oh, what lit him on fire? Gives you an extra so like normally you get the, I guess 2 or 3. Oh no, I think it's what is it? It's is it? Hang on. No. No. Is it core? No. Okay, standoff streak. So, challenge enemy was not yet in kind of combat when we're showdown. Nearby enemies have a chance to be terrified. Wait until the enemy attacks. So, yeah, so the Onryo armor gives this one where is it? The okay, this one gives a maximum standoff streak increased by 1. So a third guy will run in, and I think that this charm was interfering with the, because whenever I did a standoff, I always used this armor because I could kill the extra guy. But this charm, I think, was interfering with the pistol one, because I was like, because I went the whole game. I went the whole time, and I was like, why is this never working? Because I went the whole time and I was like, why can't I get this pistol thing? And I looked it up and it was like, oh, you have to do it at the end of a standoff. And I'm like, I'm doing standoffs. And then I realized, oh, maybe the charm is messing with it. So I didn't, it was like one of the last, if not, I think it was the last trophy I got before going into New Game Plus. Or to get the platinum. I think it was the last one I needed. It was either the last one I needed, or maybe the last one I needed was to defeat Saito. But it was in the last 5 where I was like, okay, to get platinum, I'm gonna need to complete this. Oh, I'm back to where the bear was, right? Okay, yeah. So yeah, you can still do standoffs. Those are still there. I think you can do standoffs with any weapon too. I've never really tried that. Let's try a standoff with an Odachi. Oh no, maybe you can't. It is stylish. Yeah. Because in Ghost of Tsushima, I think it was the 2, and then I think maybe there's a charm that could bring it up to 4, and then if I remember the Iki Island armor, his father's armor, I don't know, oh, what's that? No, maybe that wasn't an Iki Island, but I think his father's armor gave you an additional one, so you could have up to 4 guys in a streak. Here it's just 3, because there's no armor that... I thought the Onryo armor did it, but I guess I was wrong. Wait, what's that over there? That is a yellow tree in the middle of a bunch of non-yellow trees, which means that it is something. Oh, that's just their village. Okay. Might as well grab that. But yeah, gameway wise, everything that Ghost of Tsushima does, Ghost of Yotei also does, or adds a little bit to it. But story-wise, Tsushima's better, I think. It's a little more consistent, I think. I think that's just because, like, Jin really had to confront himself. Because he was like, oh, you know, honor, I should have honor, and he really had to, like, confront that part of himself, like, maybe doing things the dishonorable way is more effective, and maybe for the good of the people, doing it dishonorably might be the better plan. You know, maybe you sacrifice your own honor, but... Oh, I didn't realize that was there. Do I get a thing from that? Yeah. Well, I mean, this one's personal too, but yeah, like... Yeah, he has to, like, confront himself, and he kind of has to, it challenges him to, like, maybe his way of thinking and what he always thought was right isn't always for the best. And it kind of challenged him that way. Atsu, I mean, they do kind of... Yeah, I mean, like, they meant, like, other characters talk about how, like, oh, revenge is not gonna be the best way, you know, it's gonna bite you in the ass someday, you know. But the game never fully commits to that, because she just kind of, like, realizes, like, oh yeah, I guess revenge isn't the best way. But it never really cost her anything. Like, with Jin, it cost him everything. Everything he had. He gained a new life with Yuna and all that, but... It cost him his uncle, it cost him all the other samurai in the initial battle, you know, he kind of lost everything for it. He gained a lot, but he kind of had to give up everything for that. But for Atsu, I mean, yeah, there is... Not everybody makes it to the end, but yeah, that has less to do with her revenge kick and more to do with just Saito. This is Taro again. Oh, more fighting.
込むな。おい、
It's all my
この
business.
女じゃねえか。蛇を切ったって噂。
That's right. I'm the one who killed the snake. Run away.
なんてこと。
加点喧嘩を仕掛けるもんじゃない。
Come here, you. There we go.
これくらい慣れてる。目立っちまう商いにはよくあることでしょ。
Keep breathing, Atsu. Don't stop. How much wind can you hold in your breath, in your lungs, girl? Oh my god. How big are her lungs that she can just keep breathing? I think she can do this indefinitely. That's insane. Girl's a living bellows. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. That's impressive.
ないでよ。
I don't think Jin could have done that.
お任せする。お客に文句はご法度だ。すっごく焼けてた。
ありがとうござりますだろ。
あ、そうだった。腹が膨れると元気が出るね。どんなに焦げた飯でも。いいものばっかりで目移りしちゃうでしょ。
Wait, where is it? Oh, I have to. Okay, there's no back button. So you have to hit the back button.
無茶はするなよ。
心配ご無用。逃げ足だけは早いから。
And honestly, I think Yote could have been just as good. We've already been up there, right? Yeah, that's where I think Yote could have been just as good. I just feel like they weren't very consistent with Atsu. Like, the whole point is that she's on this revenge kick. Nothing's going to stop her. That's the setup. You know, she's like completely consumed by revenge. And then, depending on whether you go to the Oni or the Kitsune first, she either immediately drops it or drops it very quickly. And it's kind of like, oh, actually, yeah, I can forgive people. And it's like, it makes her motivations feel very inconsistent. Haha! I don't think that was the way I was supposed to get up, but I did it. What we got here, bird? Take me somewhere. Oh, wait, hang on, bird. We got fish. Ah, wrong weapon! Okay, there we go. I don't think a Naginata is the best weapon for catching fish, but... Only one fish? Okay. Usually there's 3. Which I'm glad that they had a Naginata skin, because... Yeah, the Yari makes way more sense for fishing. Climb up again. What have we got here? Ah, Music Man. Okay. Bird, do you want to tell me about Music Man, or do you want to tell me about painting? Come on. Cut camera cup. Cut camera cup. I can't cut.
その新たな曲ってのはもしやトンコリを壊されたことに繋がってるのか。
うまく話せないことなんだ。
お母がよく言ってた。三味線から逃げてはいけないと。トンコリも同じじゃないか。
そうだな。
それなら弾いてみないか。一緒に。
Alright. Gonna play music in the rain. Oh, nope, we're not playing in the rain. Why do I get a mat and he doesn't? He just sits on the ground.
そのようだ。
I forget which song. Oh no, this is the song that gives me the it gives me the allows me to find the
お前
new
覚えが早いな
things. Where's the note? Where's the note? Where's the note? Is it up or is it down? Is it
あの人
down or is it
の師
up?
匠だ
All right. Interesting clouds there.
アチャポに学びたいやつがもう一人いてな妬んだ俺はそいつのトンコリを盗んだだから俺のは壊されたんだ
All right, new song acquired.
この手でトンコリを作って悔いの念を曲にするそれが償いになるんじゃないかと思ったんだだが一人ではどうしてもうまくいかない
過ちに心が縛られてしまうことはある。一人きりだとな。それでも時は進んでいく。
たゆたる流れのように
Bum, 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 bum.
本当だ弾くと言葉が湧いてくる
コタンには戻れそうなのか。
待つしかない胸の内を聞いてくれたことを礼を言うよ
苦しみは俺にもわかる。
俺は二単カシパと呼ばれてるそう呼んでくれお前も
共に弾けてよかった、二単カシパ。許しが訪れるといいな。
Okay. Can't collect that. Alright, well, it is way past lunchtime, so we'll do one more thing. Okay, it looks like I don't have too much more things to do. Oh, she's got a quest for me. He's got a quest for me, too. Guess we'll do the bear quest. We'll do the bear quest real quick.
おいここだ
二単カシパ、コタンに戻れたのか。よかったな。トンコリも無事か。
今は自分の音を奏でてる自分を取り戻せた気がするよ
Aha.
あんたのおかげだ
俺は聞いてただけだ。
Okay, well, he's good. Where is she? Ah, she's over here, talking to her son.
よく来たな。息子よ、挨拶は無礼だぞ。
いらん
Skip! Okay, there we go. Can't skip. Okay, this is the one where we need to get the bear, I think.
うまくやれるといいな
Okay, or maybe that's the second quest, I'm not quite sure. Horse!
入りような品がきっとあるぞ旅の
Okay, here we go. Newpur River.
ここの土が気に入ったようだ。日が出てるうちはしっかりと覆っておけ。
はいよフチ
Oh, yeah?
ああ、よく来た。待っていたよ。では、タト、シットライヌ。
どこへ行くの。
盗みが行われたところだ。盗み
The English voice actor or the Japanese voice actor? Because I never played the first one in English. I played the first one in Japanese, played the second one in
息子の
Japanese.
言う通り、賊を
Played Claire Obscure in French.
私が何をするのかしないのか指図される言われはない。盗みは
Oh, okay.
すべき行いだが、わしにはトゥスがある。
I know the Japanese voice actress for Hinako played Silent Hill F.
だから周りの者を助けることができる。罪深いものであっても力を貸してやりたいのさ。
許しておけない連中もいる。
その腰の帯に名がある者どものことか。
それで何が盗まれた？
すぐにわかる。コタンに知らせてくれたのは
Yeah, she does
夫
it.
人のカエカだ。
Or she was doing it.
はこの先のイオロに住んでいる。
It kind of became a meme when Rinko showed up on screen.
フチヘ
Yeah, when Rinko comes on screen and she kind of makes this face like
こちらの
she did not like Rinko.
友人だ。
Which I feel really bad for Rinko in a way. Like she's
つもりなの？
not a great person, but I mean when you read her
教えておくれ。
diary
みんな
entries,
で森へ木の
I think she's a lot more
戻ってみると
complicated than people give her credit
あ
for.
なたの夫は早めに戻ったんじゃないのか。木の皮で手を汚すよりも釣りが好きだったろう。
さすが細やかなことに気がつくね。
I suppose I should say Linko.
コタンがおかしいと気づいたのは夫だったよ。
何か知ってるはずだ。俺が話す。
そうしてくれ。
Skip. Speak with Kaeka's husband.
シートライン、カエカの夫に話を聞く。
If I knew where he was.
たくさんのコタンがここから移った。
Okay, where is this guy? I guess that's him over there.
うんなへ何か用かな。
フチのせい。
There we go.
ああ、なるほど。自分が盗人を追うと言ってフチは聞かないんだな。ばあさん。
Skip.
すぐそこなんだよ。鍋に近づくな。木の皮を柔らかく煮たばかりだ。
何のために？
カエカが着物を織るためだ。
折るって木の皮を？
不思議か？
Nope, I do not. I do not have that skill.
何が見える？
何か吊るされてた。着物？
目が利く用心棒を雇ったようだね。
Yeah, okay, but
すべて無事のようだ。
実に奇妙だろ？
着物についてカエカは何か言ってたか？
自分で聞いてみるといい。こっちだ。
そこらの盗賊ではないようだな。
そうだな。盗んだのが飯と着物とはおかしい。
okay.
ああ、何か見つかった？
これすべて木の皮か？
樹皮で着物を作るんだ。
Okay.
丈夫だからね。
Come on. There we go. Skip. Follow Hoochie. Where is Hoochie?
フチ！
I think I'm heading in the right direction. Yep, I am.
一人で先走るな。
それより木の皮を見つけた。ほれ。
Okay, yeah, you found him.
カの話では盗人は木の皮を踏んだらしい。
お前が何を見つけるのか楽しみにしていた。
Oh yeah, it's the bears.
体にくっついて。
This is the bear quest then.
そしてここに道
They ran through him, they didn't steal him, they got stuck on
を
him.
よ。
盗人を見つけたらどうする？
助けてやる。飯と着物を盗むということは暮らしに困っているからだろう。悪党のすることではない。
そういう野郎ほど危ないもんだ。
There's another one.
向こうは男2人、それと馬1頭。
Oh, okay, maybe this one isn't the bear one.
したようだ。
どうしてわかる？
幹の上の方に折れた枝があった。木の皮には血、茂みに浅いひずめの跡、そして深い足跡。言っただろう。わしにだけ見えるものがあると。
They're not letting me sprint.
賞金稼ぎに向いてる。
ははは。
盗人の馬だろう。この先は馬に乗って進めそうにないしな。
Okay, so this isn't the bear quest. I don't remember this one then.
道が2つ。どっちに行ったのかわからねえな。
どちらも追えばいい。二手に分かれて。
離れていてはてめえを守れねえぞ。
盗人を早く見つければお前もそれだけ早く狩りに戻れるだろう。
Hmm.
行くぞ、シットライヌ。 私は上の道を進む。
All right. It's so dark. It's like I can't see. There's a tree right here. Saw it at the last second. Okay. Thank you. Tree. Okay. Oh, Atsu, why do you not have a torch or something? This is why modern games have flashlights. There we go. Oh, I can't see anything. Alright, there's the edge. There we go. Okay, that's where I'm supposed to go. Whoop. I should heal. There.
息子はてめえを思って気遣ったんだろう。
Okay.
そっちは堅物だが。
Oh, that's why the climbing area is so low. Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay. Go over here, hop across. Soup. Just a little stumble.
あまり急ぐなと言った。
Probably should have done this during the day.
いたずらが好きなカムイのせいだ。
Here we go, some good lighting finally. Wolves.
歯に違う。盗人は近いぞ。怪我をしたようだ。
人影が見える。
Okami.
待て、盗人は2人いる。引け。
Alright, well, since we're here, Bug, what are you trying to tell me? Can we go to the other side of the rock? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Alright, well, we gotta go up and over then. Talk to me, Bug. Can we go down there? Oh, I see what you're saying, Bug. Ow! I thought the water was deep. So much for that water not being deep. Okay, so...
他の連中と同じだ。どうせ俺たちをカモにするか殺すかするんだろ。
何？
Skip!
やがった。
Okay, I want to go back. This is not where we were. Was it over there, was it? Was it over here? Was it over here?
すぐ戻る。
迷わんようにな。
こっちに来い。
Okay. Yes, it was over here. Okay, great. Okay, so now we can get those ghost flowers. Okay.
コタンまで付き添ってくれて礼を言うよ。客がいることをみんなに伝えてやらねばな。
どうしてわかった？あいつの妻のこと、赤子のことも。
何を見るべきかを心得ているからさ。
Well, I guess we just don't know where to look.
息子が案ずるぞ。俺に任せておけば。
いや、あれでよかったんだ。アイヌは人を傷つけてはいけない。何があろうと。まあ、お前にはまだわからんだろうがね。その時が来るまでは、これが役に立つはずだ。
Maybe these will help.
俺のために縫ったのか。
I'm wearing them right now.
気がしてな、道を見つける助けにしろ。
迷った覚えは一つもないぞ。
ならばまっすぐに開花のところに行っておくれ。着物を取り戻したと。
I'm wearing the very robes she is presenting to me.
ああ、それといつか飯を共に食おう。お前の狩りのことをぜひ聞きたいものだ。
断ったところで聞き入れないだろう。
Okay. Heart of an Ainu. With a different headband than the one I'm wearing. I will say though, I do like the hood outfit. And then it says there's a quest, supposedly. But there is no quest because I've already completed it. Alright, so... yeah, where's the... we'll play a song with this guy and we'll call it a day. Do you mind? There we go. Alright, so... yeah. Wait, did it say I've already found all the items? Oh, okay, well that's okay. Alright, well that's it for today. I'm gonna go eat some lunch. Cats have been fed, so we're good. So I will catch you guys again next time, which is tomorrow for the regular show, and then Wednesday for streaming, hopefully. Because Lord knows things always come up. So I'll catch you guys again later. Have a good time. See you then.